Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Wind River. Not which, because I just saw it, which in and of itself is true, but another reason is I have things to talk about. And last but not least, everyone is kind of talking about how Colin Trevorrow is no longer directing Star Wars Episode 9. Since I don't really have anything to say about that, I decided, is it okay if I just talk about Wind River? Is that okay? I think it's okay. Until further notice. Anyways, let's get into this. Wind River stars Jeremy Irons and some people from the MCU. And it's basically based on true events. I'm not going to get too much into it because I knew almost nothing about it. And I think if you do the same thing, I think you'll have a better experience. Or maybe not, but even if you do, I think you'll have a great experience. But for myself personally, I like not knowing because it doesn't mess with my expectations. So, moving on. The positives for Wind River are the performances are all fantastic. You might say that it's hard to separate yourself because Jeremy Irons is part of the MCU as Hawkeye, but for myself, I don't have a problem moving that out of my head. It's just something I'm good at, but if people are going to have a problem with that, then you're just going to have a problem with that. But something that surprised me when I looked up the cast, Elizabeth Olsen is in this movie, and I didn't even realize that was her. If you don't know who she is, she plays the Scarlet Witch in the MCU. And she was great in this movie. All the performances are great. And it's very believable. Also brutal at times. It's not overly brutal. I think at most you see like blood and violent stuff for at most 5 minutes of screen time it's on there. And another thing I liked is the cinematography. It looks beautiful. I think there's maybe one thing that's CGI, but it's all shot on real locations, or at least that I can recognize. I didn't see any other CGI. And it looks beautiful. It looks cold, and you feel like that you really have that these characters are actually there. The pacing and the music are both. I'll talk about the music first. It's very somber and sad, depressing, and the pacing works well with that. It's very consistent, and the tone is also very consistent. Basically, just about everything about this movie is somber, sad, and depressing. But it's not gonna be I think, bogged down, I think is what I want to say. It's not, it's not completely joyless. There are a couple of jokes in here, and it doesn't feel like it's conflicted tonally, which is great. Now, before I forget, there was one CG shot that I saw. I think it was an eagle or something, or I'm not sure exactly what it was. The specific species. I don't know my birds by heart, but I was thinking to myself, is that a real eagle? Nope, it's CGI. Because without getting into spoilers, you see a little eagle or something, and it's CGI, but it doesn't look fake. It's just the way it moved looked like it was CGI. And I have went to the zoo before. I know how animals move. It just looked off, and you could say that's a negative, but getting a real life one, how are they supposed to do that? I'll give it a pass. And one other thing is, the only, as far as actual issues go, There's not exactly issues. They're more of just things that are like a few things that are just distracting. It's just one thing, and whenever the camera was like shooting behind something, like in the forest, uh, you would see some like trees like kind of close to the camera. It was very blurry and distracting for me. I'm like, why? Can't you just move it back a little bit or get it from a different spot so it's not distracting? So that's my only gripe with it, and it's almost nothing. But overall, this is a fantastic movie. I am so happy that I saw it. Despite the fact that tonally it's not a happy movie, because it's basically a murder mystery, and it's about its characters. Not so much. It's not just about the murder mystery. It's also about the characters and what they're going through and how they interact with each other. Kind of. Actually, sorry, not that. I guess kind of. You see what the problems are, and it was very emotionally investing. And I'm gonna give Wind River an A plus. A plus does not mean perfect. I can push it back to like 99% great, but it was great. I don't know what that was. But thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a comment down below of what you thought of Wind River, and also leave a like if you like this review or video, whatever you want to call it. Follow me on Twitter. A link to that will be in the description below. And subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, and I got a few to do. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.